welcome to the TBV Show. Hopefully everybody is doing good. We're in here, we're locked in, and yeah, man, bringing you guys another pod. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Make sure you smash likes, hit the subscribe button, check out the guest, obviously, link in the description, and yeah, man, big up to everybody. I got mics on. It's gonna be a funny one, I'm sure. Yeah, man, bless up to everybody, and let's get straight into this. So let me add him in, and bonk. How are you, bro?
All good, man. All good, man. It's good to be on the show, man. It's good to be on the show. Appreciate you having me on, bro.
Nah, anytime, bro. Anytime. You know, I had to get you on. Just with just the way you are, which I know you're being you know, but just the way you are, like, and again, bro, I want to get real ones on this. So,
I appreciate it.
I'm fully with it. But yeah, we'll get straight into it, bro. Obviously, you can see the shirts in the background and so on.
Yeah.
Why West Ham? Is it family?
Yeah, it's family. So both my parents are West Ham fans. So basically,
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so like one of the first pictures that's ever existed of me is like literally the day I was born in a like baby customized West Ham cardigan, like straight away. So it was both my parents are West Ham fans. My dad grew up in a West Ham household. Like my dad's from Dagenham, so it's quite local. My mum grew up in Bethnal Green, so she supported West Ham because of that. And yeah, and she wasn't born in England, but when she could have even moved to East London or Birmingham, and she moved to East London when she was like 4. And yeah, that's how I became a West Ham fan. Like I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice in the matter at all.
Damn. Okay. See, I don't not like normally with like football, and I don't mean anything by this, by the way, but normally like in football, it's like, oh yeah, because of my dad. I never really hear because of my mum and dad. So that's sick. So like,
true.
Your mum's properly into it then, into football, into West Ham.
Yeah. Wow. Obviously, like for the past few years, it's been a bit different because she's older now. So it's like she cares, but she doesn't like have the same passion. And I think that comes with it when just becoming like very like older, adult with it. Yeah. But like. Yeah, she was very into it, especially when she was like my age and stuff like that as well. But like, she still keeps an eye on it. She still watches the games and stuff. But both very passionate.
Nah, man, that's sick. That is sick, bro. So like, I know I watch you, so I obviously hear certain things. So obviously I'm going to ask you about it. But like, so what was it like growing up being a West Ham fan?
It was calm. Do you know it was? I grew up in Chapel Heath, and that's where we used to train when we was at Upton Park. Okay. So that was where the training session was, which the academy team and the women's team still train. So I grew up in like it's like that. It's like the brink of like Essex and East London sort of thing. Like some people say it's Essex, some people say East London. So it's like, but it's a London borough. So I've always said East London. Because the people in Essex don't claim us as Essex. So I'm like, okay, I'm East London then. And so in my area, it's basically if you're not like supporting one of the big red teams, you're a West Ham fan. That's how it was. So like if you're not a West Ham fan, mainly I would see Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal. Mainly Arsenal, Man United in school. The occasional Liverpool fan. I would rarely see a Tottenham or Chelsea fan in my area. Or anyone else really. It was mainly West Ham, Man United, Arsenal. So growing up as a West Ham fan, obviously it's difficult to get into like the debates because obviously it's mainly Arsenal, Man United fans just arguing constantly. Like anyone that has an Arsenal, Man United friend knows they argue for hours upon hours and hours. So it's just like getting involved like that as a West Ham fan. You can't really because it's just like, but you support West Ham sort of thing. So growing up, it was just a case of you're going through it, but you have to like get used to the fact you're in the trenches all the time, sort of thing. You're not competing for major honors. You're not competing for the top things, which we're never expected to. But you always wish that there's something around the corner as like the underdog. But growing up as West Ham fan, it was calm. But you can't really have the same dynamic it was growing up as like a big 16 fan.
Yeah, of course. No, I hear it, bro. So, well, like when I know you went to Upton Park. What was that like? Because we're getting to the new stadium in a little bit, but like, yeah, what was that like going there?
Yeah, it was really good. So like, my first games were the 10-11 season when we got relegated. And my first 3 games, I don't even think I saw a win. Like I saw Bolton loss, Chelsea loss, and I think it was a Blackburn draw, which is very, very peak. But that was the worst time of West Ham United. So it is what it is. Like it was under Avram Grant. It was a like new ownership at the time, which is our current ownership now, unfortunately. They saved the club financially, but they haven't really done much of it since. And growing to Upton Park was a great experience. It was a great experience. Like you could properly feel that it was a proper area in terms of like it went obviously Green Street and stuff. Obviously, people know Green Street is just a film, but like it's literally Green Street. That's what the street is called. They got the pub around the corner. You got the statues of Bobby Moore, Jeff Hurst, and Martin Peters. My nan lived like 10 minutes away, like a 10-minute drive.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like they moved around in East London, but my nan ended up like settling in a house, I think like 20 years ago or something. And she basically lived around the corner. She's not into football, but like obviously my mum, her like as her daughter, she was like we would always go and see her, and then just going to see the West Ham game afterwards if we're going up to Park, which only made sense to. It was a really good experience because like the local area, it's just very together. As much as like Upton Park is further away than the London Stadium is from where I live, it's still like if for example now with like trains and stuff. It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. I can still take I still take similar routes. If we were at Upton Park now, I would love to keep up going and keep the positivity and whatever. Be more accepting of where we are because we were in a proper stadium. But like, even though it wasn't like the happiest time all the time, you can feel even the anger when there's an atmosphere. It's proper because you're in a proper footballing stadium. You're actually going to watch football the way you should be watching football in a stadium where everyone's somewhat on the same page and stuff. When there's not been caused division, you got like the local hot dog stands, the burger stands outside, like the local food places, all the local businesses. That's all gone now. But that's why we're all gutted. It's not just because it's a football stadium, but it's because it's a community as well that we still have, but we're not as connected as before because the atmosphere around outside the stadium, like the local area builds it up. The local area builds it up, and I don't think people realize how important that is. It's a shame because we moved stadium when I was like 12, 13. And so I'd say I was just turning 13, like just after we moved. And as much as I got to witness that my whole childhood, basically being at Upton Park, I wanted to be like this age going. I want to be this age going to that stadium because just like you're properly understanding football when you're obviously older. But as a kid, you think you know it all. But when you're older, you understand the game differently, especially now of how robotic and tactical it is. You understand different things about the game. So going to watch games at Upton Park now would be much more fun, regardless of whether we're bad or not. It wouldn't really matter if we're like going Championship or League One or whatever, like, hypothetically, because you're going to a proper football stadium regardless. So that's my whole thing with it. Like going to Upton Park, unreal experience. The bad times, the good times. Growing up to watch football there, that was amazing. Like regardless how bad we were, it was just great to go and do something every 2 weeks as a kid after primary school or whatever, or on the weekend.
No, I hear it fully. And like just the way, like what was it like? Obviously you have a passion for your club, obviously, like me, but like going to that stadium for you personally, what was that like? Because because like I'm looking at a picture of it now, bruv. It looked sick. And that's coming from a Bayern Munich fan. You know what I mean? Now I've been outside the London Stadium, which we'll get into in a minute, but like, it don't like cool. It's a cool stadium. You know what I mean? I haven't been in it. I've been outside it because obviously the missus and that went fucking shopping. I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. But like, yeah, what was that like? Because obviously, like the pillars and shit, like actually looked like a fucking castle, bro.
Yeah, like we got the chicken run there. Everyone mentions the chicken run when they go to Upton Park. Like going there, it's just like you feel that when you're stepping into a stadium, it's like it doesn't matter if you don't really know the other people there that you're not going with. It's like everyone knows each other, and it's similar still now when depending on where you sit in a new stadium. But you can't compare anything in a new stadium to Upton Park. There's nothing better about it. Like that benefits us fans anyway. That benefits us fans or even the players. There's nothing that benefits anyone apart from the owners, I guess. But I would say with Upton Park, it was so good to go to because it's just a proper football stadium. I felt like I've just been moved into a neutral home. So now I'm going. Like, I feel like we feel like we've just been moved out of our house, and we've just been kicked out, essentially, of where we grew up. Because there's been people that have been going there for years. It has so much history. I've even played on the pitch at Upton Park. I've played football on the pitch.
Whoa.
Sunday league team. I think 9 or 10. I think 9 or 10. It was like 2013. I played for one of my local Sunday league teams, Good Maze FC. I got to be captain there. We played because obviously we're small. You've got to play on the other side of the pitch. So we played from the throwing ends where we move the goals to the throwing ends and stuff, and shorten the pitch to the corner. And it's 9-a-side at the time because we're not old enough to play 11-a-side. So we played 9-a-side, and I'm getting an assist there and stuff. I've got a picture of me holding up a trophy and stuff like that from that stadium as well. As a kid, that's everything you could dream of.
Yeah,
and there was 3 of us. There were 3 of us were West Ham fans. We all got to be captain each time in each game. So that was a dream. That was that's my favorite. That's my one of my favorite memories, actually playing on the pitch, because who can say that they've played on the pitch for the team that they support? That's very rare, and that it just means more to me than just a football stadium.
Yeah.
So I've got so many kits from that era, so many memories from that era. My dad sent me a picture on earlier this season of it was 2010, so it would have been 15 years ago, of your first game at West Ham. Send me a picture of that, and that was West Ham Bolton. We lost, but it was I'm taking you to the game for the first time, sort of thing. I'm 7 years old, and it's
I hear it.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it means more than just a football stadium to me.
100. For instance, let's say I played at Old Trafford. That would be sick. Don't get it twisted, but I would support them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, thinking of playing at the Allianz, that.
That would be
bro, I go up the fucking stairs or whatever, I'm looking at it, but I'm feeling like I'm going to cry as a 27-year-old man, bro. Let alone playing on the fucking ground. And obviously you didn't do it recently, but still, to say that you have played, that's mad.
Yeah.
Wow, fair enough. So yeah, I'm guessing, obviously you were young, but I'm guessing you weren't happy when you moved.
No one wanted to move. I think nobody complained as much at the time because of the promises we were given.
Okay.
So the owners do that. Owners do that with everyone that moves stadium. Arsenal, Tottenham, Everton, whoever. And Man City have had it in the past, Coventry have had it in the past. There's so many English teams that have changed stadium now, it's ridiculous. But with us, the reason why there was no major protesting is because the ownership were hated, but they weren't as hated as they are now. So they could afford to say things obviously just buff everything, even though we were a bit in 2 minds anyway about the way they were moving us. The previous season, the way they sacked Sam Allardyce was just weird. It was just weird. So we had the deal agreed, and it's just growing up seeing that you're not really deep in what that is, because we were in bidding wars with Tottenham and Leyton Orient to get that stadium. So Tottenham could have been in East London if for some reason, because they tried to get the London Stadium, which would have been weird because they can't call yourself Tottenham and then be in Stratford. But Leyton Orient as well, I don't know why they tried to get that stadium. They've got a proper football stadium. I don't know why they tried to get that. They're no good there. And I think even though they are where they are, in League One or whatever, it's a blessing for them that they didn't get it from their perspective. For us, it was just nobody wanted to move. I was there at the last game. at Upton Park because I had a season ticket then. So I saw that last game when we beat Man United. The Winston Reid scoring the last ever goal at that stadium. And it was just weird because it was basically we stayed until the end, a big Mark Noble speech, other people giving the speech as well. And then the lights go off and it's we're never going to see the stadium again. We're never, ever going to see it. And now it's just flats. I've not gone to the area since, bro. I've not gone back to the area since. I've not stepped foot anywhere near that part of East. I'm in East London all the time, but I never have stepped foot in that part ever since. I don't want to step foot there. I remember when we had the parade for the Conference League, and I was tempted to do the whole follow the bus throughout the whole way, where we basically, the whole parade started from where Green Street is to Stratford. Yeah. But I was let me just go Stratford. It makes it easier. I'll wait there. But I didn't want to, even when we won the Conference League, I'm not going back to that area. Because regardless of how much we could win everything now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because of what we had. Like, and we weren't a good team then either. So that's why the stadium move doesn't make a difference, which is why I complain all the time. And nobody wanted to move, bro. My parents didn't want to move. They've seen Upton Park their whole life. I've seen Upton Park my whole life at this point. Nobody wants to move. And now I'm coming up to a point where I've now seen London Stadium more than I have Upton Park actively. We're going to games, and that's what's peaked for me. I'll be honest.
No, I hear, because like London Stadium's a nice stadium, but it wasn't made for a football team.
Yeah,
it's got a fucking running track around it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
it's literally the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, literally. So what's that like as a fan? Because obviously you've been to that stadium. That is your stadium. Obviously it's not, but you know what I mean. So like, what's the atmosphere like? Is there an atmosphere?
No, it's terrible. It's literally zilch. It's nothing. Like, I hate when away fans complain because it's like you have to come here once a year, and it's like away fans act like we like the stadium. Like, away fans come here and they say you sold your soul for this shithole, and it's just like, why would we agree with you?
Yeah,
we agree with you. Like, we agree. Like, we started chanting it with the Palace fans the other day when they beat us. Like, of course we did. Like, because there's no atmosphere there. We tried to set an atmosphere from like the first 2 seasons. And Upton Park wasn't always like electric, but when you create an atmosphere, it travels. It's like, I've been to the games where the atmosphere was good in the London Stadium for like the odd game when we're in the Europa League, when we're trying to get over the line against Sevilla, because Sevilla is a very difficult team to play against in the Europa League. And when we was the first English team to beat them in how long? First team in general to beat them in how long in the Europa League at the time, when we won in 2022 or 2021, whatever it was. And even in that stadium, when we're in those games specifically, when we made